Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. You already know what we're about to do. We're about to set this thing off because that's what we do. We set things off. Let's get the conversation started. Let's get this conversation started tonight. Got some clips that I want to share with y'all. And yeah, I just want to go in. So fuck it. It's your boy Big Truck. You already know what time it is. Thank you for tuning in. Conversation and reviews. So, with that being said, I'm quite sure a lot of y'all have heard about the chick. The video's going viral. She went to the DR and she was given the wrong change and she began to crash out and she made a total asshole of herself. But it just goes to show that you have a large number of women crashing out over stupid shit, over something that's meaningless. And you have to be careful when you carry your hood tactics to other countries. Okay? Y'all already know about the truck driver. She got in some hot mess when she went to Dubai. And she thought what she did back home will work over there in another country. She found out real quick. She fucked around and found out real quick. Just like this chick did in the DR. She fucked around, got found out real quick. When you go to other countries, there's rules and regulations that you have to follow. You cannot go over there and do over there in other countries what your ass do in America. They're going to run your ass up out of there. Because in their mind, does all black women behave this way? Does all black men behave this way? If so, we don't want them in our country. We don't want their kind in our country. They keep their foolishness over there in America where they belong. But this is what they're thinking when your ass come over there cutting up in somebody else's country and think nothing ain't gonna happen to you. Don't give a damn if you a woman or not. There are certain rules and stipulations and regulations that are set in place for those that travel to their country as well as those that live in those countries. Just like here in America. You can cut up if you want to, but you're gonna fuck around and find out real quick. It doesn't matter who you are. You may think because you a woman, you a black woman, you are entitled. They let you know real quick who you not and what you not. And you not gonna get your way. You not gonna get what you want. Y'all have a hard time trying to do that shit in America. So what make you think you gonna go to another country and behave that same way? You'll either go to jail or they abandon your ass. And that's what we're seeing now. However, that's what we see in a large number of men doing. Banning modern feminist behavior. They banning that shit. Men ain't going for it. Men ain't standing for it. Men know their worth. They're exercising options. And I believe it's in China. The term is called sheng yi, meaning your ass is washed up, you dried up, you're done. In parentheses. Modern feminist women are sheng yi. They're dried up, used, defeated, and depleted. So without further ado, grab your shoulder pads and your helmet, and let's look at stupidness at its best. Now, this crazy heifer, this crazy heathen dumbass, she was in the DR on a boat trip, paid for some alcoholic beverage, wasn't given the right change. She felt she was cheated. She took it upon herself to go on that boat. To go on that raft. It's a liquor raft. And crash out, tossing this man's stuff, tossing this man's items into the sea, into the water. Now, there's been several comments about this behavior. And there was a few women out there that agreed with her. Just as well, a handful of women that disagreed with her behavior. Let's continue. That's what the fuck you get, dumbass bitch. That's what you get. You gonna damage man's property and items, and your ass fell out. Good, that's what you get. You fell in the water, your glasses, your braids, and all of that. You felt you were overpriced. How come you don't carry that same energy when your ass get overpriced for weaves, for long ass eyelashes, fingernails? You crashing out over the wrong things, and you in the wrong place to crash out at.
How is it gonna go? Come on, bitch!
But you see what I'm saying? And now she in jail. And she could be looking at, she could be staring at 1 to 5 years in jail. And you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if they gave her the whole 5 years. She deserve it. Let her ass stay locked up. I'm standing on business. I gotta stand on business. What business do you gotta stand on? You in somebody else's country cutting up. You destroyed another man's property, throwing his items, crashing out because you feel that your ass was given the wrong change. Seriously? But see, once again, modern feminist, nigga lip, 99-cent mop bucket pirate behavior. And this is why men don't even go there with y'all. I'm saying modern feminist women behavior. A woman of good character wouldn't even behave that way. A woman of good character would have already understood the assignment. I'm going to another country. Let me check the currency. Let me have my shit together before I get there. Then when I get there, let me show some love and show some respect because they didn't have to let me in their country. So let me show some love and respect. You felt that you were overcharged. You in somebody else's house, dumbass. You should have did your work. You should have did your homework. You should have watched the game film. You should have paid attention. What's the rules and regulations in someone else's country? That's like a person going over to your house. When you invite a person over to your house, you have house rules. If you don't abide by my house rules, you can't come back. You got to leave. But if you abide by my house rules and you follow my house rules, you welcome to come back. You welcome to stay. Same damn thing. Now, the party that you went looks stupid. Now they got to go home without your ass. No. Don't nobody from the embassy save her. Don't nobody from the embassy call in any favors. Let her ass stay there for her behavior. You reap what you sow. Now, next clip. This is my man Jamal. Okay. I had the privilege of working with this brother when we did the show, when we did the movie Notorious. I'm also in that movie Notorious. I play one of the bodyguards in that movie. So if you watch the movie, when they was in LA, when they did the LA scene, okay, before that incident took place, and he's walking out the club, you see like 5 seconds of me. However, it was a good opportunity. It was an honor of sitting there talking with Jamal for that short period of time. Real good brother, trying to get in contact with him and do some work with him. So, and the brother that played Puffy, he's a good brother as well. So I had the opportunity. My mind is going, different things going on. Y'all know who the brother is, but don't want to lose track of focus. But he made some comments when he was on a show. Let me just say this, all right? When it comes to the dating market, okay, an individual has the right to date whoever they choose to date. Whoever they choose to marry, be with, and so forth, that is that individual's sole right. Okay? But we're going to listen to what this woman has to say, and we're going to talk about it.
We all only know as Biggie has came out saying some problematic stuff, child. And honestly, like, this isn't a new story. When I seen it, I wasn't surprised at all, nor was I even offended because I'm not surprised. It's coming from the same group. So I just kind of like ignored it. But if you don't know what he said, he was pretty much saying the same passport bro stuff like, oh, women from other countries, we barely have to do anything and they treat us like kings, blah, 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 blah. And my response is simple. Like, for some places, for some of the women that he's claimed he dated, it might be a cultural thing. But for some of those other women, they know you're American, or you told them that you're an American, and American dollar is worth a lot where they're from. Like, for example, he said he's dated Brazilian women and Cuban women and all these other types of women or whatever. Do you know how much the American dollar is worth in Brazil? He said he dated women from the DR and he was treated like a king. Do you know how much the American dollar is worth in the DR? Like, do you really think they're just treating you so good with little in return? Because he said, I barely had to do anything to them to be treated like king. Do you think they just like you so much? No. They're trying to look out for themselves and they're trying to look out for their family. So yes, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to put up with whatever crap I have to put up with so I can get to this money. Because even if he give me a little bit, that's a lot where I come from. Like, they don't think about anything. They're just so quick to compare somebody to a black woman. Like, sir, we're not concerned about you at all. Leave us out of the conversation. So the actor that we all only know as Biggie has came out saying some problematic stuff, child. And honestly, like...
And you know what? Here's the thing. That man has a right to date whoever he wants to date. And I had to let it play. But here's the thing. Fuck all of that. Large number of women are mad because he stated his preference. All the same shit that she's just said. Women here in the Western Hemisphere, do the same damn thing, if not worse. So what you saying is no different. Okay? You have a large number of women overseas that treat men differently. They treat men better than women in their own country. Let's call it for what it is. You have good and bad wherever you go. So when it comes to dating, my advice, and shout out to Passport Bros, my advice to men, use wisdom. You got to use wisdom, okay? If you use wisdom, then you'll be all right. Know who to date, know who not to date. Okay? If you're coming in, if you're chiming in, please put a number 1 in the chat and like the video. Again, men, use wisdom. When you dating with a woman overseas, yeah, she is going to treat you a little bit different, a little bit better than women in the US to an extent. But you got good and bad wherever you go. I'm saying it again. Everything this, let's play it back again. I want to play it again for a third time. Sound like Dr. Omar Johnson. We're going to play it again for a third time. Peep it out.
This isn't a new story. When I seen it, I wasn't surprised at all, nor was I even offended because I'm not surprised. It's coming from the same group. So I just kind of like ignored it. But if you don't know what he said, he was pretty much saying the same passport bro stuff like, oh, women from other countries, we barely have to do anything and they treat us like kings, blah, 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 blah. And my response is simple. Like, for some places, for some of the women that he's claimed he dated, it might be a cultural thing. But for some of those other women, they know you're American, or you told them that you're an American, and American dollar is worth a lot where they're from. Like, for example, he said he's dated Brazilian women and Cuban women and all these other types of women or whatever. Do you know how much the American dollar is worth in Brazil? He said he dated women from the DR and he was treated like a king. Do you know how much the American dollar is worth in the DR? Like, do you really think they're just treating you so good with little in return? Because he said, I barely had to do anything to them to be treated like king. Do you think they just like you so much? No.
Wrong.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct.
What do you think black women do to men here in the U.S.? A large number, not every, but a large number of black women here in the U.S. What do you think they do? That exact same thing. That exact same thing that she just said. So what point are you making? Now, one thing I will say is when you go somewhere else, you have good and bad wherever you go. But for the most part, those women overseas, they like you. They really like you. They're going to let you know that they like you. Why? How? They're going to show it. Okay? You have a large number of black women out here to play those exact same game. Hell, you have women of other races in the U.S. that play those exact same game. But I guarantee you this, you'll have a better chance of actually being happy and meeting someone that truly likes you and can care less about your pockets when you date a woman overseas or a woman from another country, put it that way. Bet. Lord, women that speak like this are modern feminist women. Once again, they asses is mad because no man is checking for them. No man wants them. These type of women are single, don't have a man, can't keep a man. It shows. Let's continue.
No. They're trying to look out for themselves and they're trying to look out for their family. So yes, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to put up with whatever crap I have to put up with so I can get to this money. Because even...
Now stop right there. Don't that sound like what a large number of women here in the U.S. do? Ring a bell? So regardless if it's overseas or not, you'll have a better chance of finding happiness when you date someone from another country than someone in the U.S. Not to say you won't never find no one good in the U.S. No. But it's going to be a challenge. What she just said, she just explained the same game and the same tactics and the same bullshit that a large number of women do here in the U.S. Not every, but a large number of them do here in the U.S. Mainly black women. Well, why you only say black women? Why not every other race of woman? Because a large number of black women, they brag about what they do. They showcase what they do. They let it be known of what they do. And black will always stick out like a sore thumb.
Even if he give me a little bit, that's a lot where I come from. Like, they don't think about anything. They're just so quick to compare somebody to a black woman. Like, sir, we're not concerned about you.
And if that's the case, if you truly feel that way, then you don't need to be worried about what's in a man's pockets. You shouldn't be worried about what a man has. You should be worried about what's going on now. But yet, you sitting here shooting off your mouth. For those that chiming in, please put a number 1 in the chat so I know you here. Put a number 1 in the chat. I appreciate the love. Put a number 1 in the chat. Like the video. I need some likes. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you. You know, once again, she fits the description of a modern feminist nigger lip 99-cent mop bucket pirate. They can't keep a man. These are the types of women that go on social media acting like they fucking Mr. Get Bad, broken, and busted. Now, let's sit back and recap, reflect what Brother Jamal said. This is what he said. Peep game.
Outside my race, but I was dating outside of my race because they was doing things better than my race. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Define better.
My
Define
Spanish,
better.
well, not better because I know where she getting ready to go.
Right when he said that, you kind of get it, right? They were already triggered. Now they triggered. So now he got to clean it up. I would have said, fuck that. Keep it 100. Let me keep it a penny with you. We all adults, right? We all speaking from experiences, right? Let the brother speak from experience. It's okay for a woman to speak from her experience, but soon as a man speaks from his experiences, now they ass is triggered. Now they got something to say. No, fuck that. You want me to come on your platform? I'm going to come on your platform. And when you ask me to speak my truth, damn it, I'm going to speak my truth. And whatever my truth consists of, that's what my truth is going to consist of. And what you're going to do is shut the fuck up and listen. Stop trying to be combative and argue with me over my opinion about me sharing my experiences. You and your sisterhood can get one, can suck it. Let's continue.
Not better.
I know you said they were doing things better. I want to know what better meant.
Not better. I'm going to change that.
I'm trying to save you for the
I know you
people,
is.
for
That's
the
what I'm saying.
culture.
Not better for the culture.
There we go.
Right. Not better. I was dating Puerto Rican. I was dating Dominican. I was dating African. I was dating all type of other really size American black. Right? They were doing way more of what we expect we want our woman to do more than our American. Our American got real comfortable
Give
with.
me some examples.
Oh man, I mean, their mannerisms are different. Like even my Indian one was from Syria, one of them countries over there, right? I didn't have to really say much to do and be treated like a king.
Because a large look how they sitting. Body language and all, facial micros and all. A large number of women, okay, that come from a lot of those countries. I've been to Brazil. I've been to Colombia. Okay. Been back home to Jamaica. All right. Been to Japan. Okay. Been to Mexico. Had an amazing time. And when I tell you the way that I was treated, once again, experience the way I was treated. Been to St. Lucia. Yeah. We're talking about being around those. Yeah. But the way they treated me, it was all love. Been to Germany. It was all love. Been to Hawaii. All love. Been to Puerto Rico. It was all love. Dominican Republic. It was all love. When we talk about these experiences, haven't been to Thailand yet, but I plan on it. But those other places, when I tell you, the love was amazing. The love was amazing. When I tell you the experience was all that and then some, it was all that and then some. And then when I came back to the US, I was like, shit. Damn. Because I had that much fun. It wasn't about how much money I had. Really, it was about personality. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. It was about personality and just having fun. But look at him. Triggered.
You see what I'm saying? A lot of times with our own American black, they expect so much of us and what we're supposed to do. Like things like if we go out and eat and we just have a nice dinner, we can go anywhere and eat and get a nice dinner. It had to be Rue Chris, or it had to be this, that, or it had to be this, that. Then I get somebody that's just as fine.
Let me stop right there. He's spot on. Jamal is spot on. And shout out to my man Derek Luke, that played Puffy. Like I said, we had an amazing time. We had an amazing time at the doing that movie Notorious. But he's spot on. Listen to the internet. Listen to the internet.
Cuban or Colombian, they don't care about nothing. They care about you and your household, even though they still care about the money, but it's not about the money. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's a difference. Not better, but sometimes we get tired of hearing, Birkin bags, sushi.
Do you think that's fair? Because I feel like there's a certain type of woman that does demand that. And to me, I think it depends on the bait you're using and where.
Shut your ass up. I feel. You know, fuck how you feel. Once again, if you have a large number of modern women saying the same damn thing, whether they're black, white, Hispanic, green, or purple, different women of different races, we're talking about modern feminist women only, saying the exact same thing. What the fuck does that tell you? Keep in mind, a woman of good character, a woman of good sense would not behave like a modern feminist spider monkey, nigger lip pirate behave. A woman of good sense is going to move differently. A woman of good sense is going to behave differently and move accordingly. There is a difference. Every woman is different. That's why I specify. And we know what Brother Jamal is saying is the truth. Now, this heifer gonna sit up here and come in and blame shift and twist. Peep game.
Where you're looking. If you're gonna go get a model from Instagram that got the BBL, the snatched in stomach, and has all the things that check off money hungry and surface, you're gonna get that. If you're gonna meet a girl and through different ways and ask different questions, you're gonna find that out a lot earlier on that what's important to her.
I'm not doubting that, but I'm just talking about even if you look on just a regular dating app and just look at what a woman may state that she requires. You know, and I'm saying these things because it feels as if social media again is the barometer, okay, and it's the comparison, and when you're comparing yourself to all these other women, and of course, even with the BBLs, because I'm like, that's fine, but I mean,
what's BBL? I'm sorry.
Brazilian butt lift.
Oh, okay.
And it's no shade to women that have them. I'm just saying.
It's no shade to women that have them, but just know that you between a pimp and a hard place. Just know that you put your health at risk when you get them things. Just know that your ass is in competition with other women. You want the attention. Ain't no way in hell you gonna fix yourself to sit up here and say, I want that for myself. The fuck out of here. You want to have all these plastic body parts to get you a man instead of being natural. See, real men, it's all about something. They want a woman that's natural. A woman with a BBL, a woman with breast implants, woman with claw eyelashes, long ass fingernails, fake ass hair. You paying to have somebody else's hair on your head. Listen, if you want to be used as a garden tool, that's what you're going to be used. You're just going to be a bird that you take to the house and wear out and then send that bird on its way. But again, you carry yourself in that way. You can't be mad at how individuals treat you when you behave that way. You are a woman, and everything on you is natural. Okay? You carry yourself with respect. You operate accordingly. You move accordingly. A man is going to come at you and treat you with that respect. Because I'm going to tell you something. Some of these modern women I see today, I will close and slam the door in their face. If I'm walking into a store, I will, and the moment you don't speak, I'm closing that damn door in your face. Princess treatment, my ass. Some women don't deserve princess treatment. What the hell is princess treatment? I'm going to treat you like an adult. You respect me. You do right by me. Do what I tell you to do. Sit back, relax, and let yourself go. Chill out. I do the same for you. We good. But if you don't know how to treat me right, you don't know how to love me, you don't know how to appreciate me, here's your pink slip, your tax write-off. If a person keeps showing up late to work, what does the boss do? Fire their ass.
Wondering, I was waiting for it too. I'm like, excuse me?
It's no shade to everyone that has them. I'm just saying, if you're going by just surface things and that's who you're going afterwards, then guess what? She gonna run them pockets.
And me for dating outside my race.
But again, a lot of men ain't going after them. A lot of those types of women are going after good men. They've never had a good man. All their life, they've been attracted to Pookie and Ray Ray and him. They wouldn't even know what to do with a good man if he came in front of them with some oxtails, jerk chicken, rice and peas, rum punch, and sat down and had a damn conversation with them. They wouldn't know what to do. They'll fold like a damn folder. Because that type of man they're not used to. You see? A large number of these women never heard a man speak. A large number of these women, they think they know men. That's your problem. You think you know. Have you tried to sit down and have a conversation with one? Have you tried sitting down, brother, how was your day? Brother, what is it that you need from me in a relationship? And then shut your mouth and let him tell you what he needs from you in a relationship. Sometimes you got to go hard in the paint. In a perfect world, I'm going to let it play again. But in a perfect world, you would want men to get it. You would want women to get it. You would want women to sit down and understand men, and men understand women. In a perfect world, you would want people to get both to get along. In a perfect world, you want to see Black love rise to an occasion that has never been risen before. In a perfect world, you can create anything. In a perfect world, in your mind, you can have anything. But guess what? Guess what?
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct.
The reality kicks in. The reality is it don't operate that way. The reality is there's an agenda. There's an agenda amongst men and women. And we see it. This division, especially between Black women and Black men. You see? Who changed dating? Women. Men don't hate women. Men dislike what a large women are doing and behaving. You even have some Black men saying, I have to look at myself and check myself. Let me dig into my past. Let me tear back layers to my past as a man and get down to the root of it, of why I keep choosing these types of women, why it is okay for a woman to treat me any old kind of way, why I allow her to. Let me go back into my past and do some soul searching. A large number of women need to do that exact same thing. Because what we're seeing, the behavior of what we're seeing, large number of women didn't grow up with a father, or if they did have a father at home, that father didn't pour in to her. Or she came from a broken home, childhood trauma. She didn't seek counseling to heal from it, to deal with it. So therefore, she carried those things. Now she's an adult, and those things are being released in different ways. Rather, her being promiscuous, rather her being violent and manipulative, or not having no feelings, no emotions, like, being cold to a person and don't know why, real snappy, angry, all of these things. You know what type of person you're dealing with when that individual's past creeps up on them and busts them dead in their mouth, and you see how they respond. Then it would all make sense. Then you'll be able to connect the dots. And I said this, and I will continue to say this time and time again. Good men of good character, good women of good character have always been walking around the universe. You have to look at who you choose versus who you pass up. You cannot expect Pookie and Ray Ray to be a good man of character. That's like a man saying, I can't expect the Makitas and the Shaquitas to behave like the women of good character. Let me know in the comments of what you think. It's good that Brother Jamal was able to share his preference. And I'm going to tell you something, men. Never be afraid to share your preference. You have a right. If woman can share her preference, you can share yours. Regardless of what they think. Because guess what? Not everybody's going to like us. But there's going to be a large number of people that are for us. I can sit up here and read the comments. And I've already read the comments. A modern feminist woman will always identify herself and let you know what type of time clock she on. And then you, as a man of good character, you have to make the decision. Never trust a big butt and a smile. If that girl is poison, that hoe is poison. And there's a way you have to move. You have to carry yourself. All booty ain't good booty. Know your worth. Know who you are and whose you are in the season of your life. Don't get caught up in the wash. Read your playbook. That's your Bible. Study your playbook. Because the same people that you watching film on is watching film on you. Just like Anthony Edwards. He got the wrong one pregnant. However, it's a two-way street. He shouldn't have been shucking and jiving and sticking and moving. He should have been wrapping it up. He wrong too. He said, look, I make a $5,000 payment a month. We pay the child support payments up until the child is 18. Want to have nothing to do with it. What did she do to make him say those things? What did she do? What did she say to make him switch lanes and move that way? Inquiring minds want to know. Instead of coming down hard on him, man, that's a good move right there. Evidently, she said something or did something that made him totally shift to say, I don't want nothing to do with the child. You're not going to mess up my life and mess up my career. She already screwed herself when she had the baby in LA and thinks she going to get Agrippa and child support. She fuck around and found out that she wasn't. Judge denied that case and sent it back to Georgia. So you already let it be known what type of time you on. Well, it makes sense. Until then, go be the best version of yourself for many people to see. Take that with you and go be great. Please, if you hadn't already, subscribe to my channel. I go live streaming. I'm going all the way with it. Conversation and reviews.